Within the whispers of the ages, nestled between the realms of the known and the unseen, lies the mystical allure of tarot cards. These enigmatic emissaries of insight beckon to those seeking knowledge, offering a unique blend of guidance, reflection, and profound understanding. Each card is a mirror, reflecting our deepest desires, fears, and the hidden corridors of our soul. Embarking on a journey through the tarot is to dance with the mysteries of the universe, unlocking doors to the subconscious and illuminating paths previously shrouded in shadow. Let us delve into the captivating world of tarot, where symbols and archetypes weave tales of our lives, destinies, and the intricate web of connections that binds us all. Many people seem a little bit afraid of the tarot, as these ancient and much misunderstood cards will supposedly reveal negative things about their future, as if their darkest secrets will suddenly be wide open for everyone to see. And maybe that is not so strange, considering the striking names of the cards, like the Fool, the Magician, the Devil, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune. But tarot doesn't work like that. Like many old techniques, tarot is at your disposal for your own personal growth and spiritual development. So come along as we enter in yet another realm of spiritual development and dive into the complicated world of archetypical pictures of this strange set of cards called the tarot. Ancient wisdom. Tarot cards are a source of ageless wisdom. The oldest tarot decks are thought to be made somewhere in the 14th century, but nobody seems to know for sure. On the cards are universal symbols that represent archetypical qualities that we all experience in our lives. The pictures and symbols on the cards stimulate your subconscious to read messages from the cards. They will give you ideas on how you feel about a certain situation and show you if something is working out or not. In her book, Ask Your Guides, American spiritual teacher and healer Sonia Choquette explains the tarot as follows. The beauty of tarot is that by using images instead of words, it speaks directly to our subconscious mind and links it directly to our higher consciousness. Tarot cards open a dialogue with the universe and give you access to greater creativity. These pictures, says Paul Foster Case in his book, The Tarot, A Key to the Wisdom of the Ages, call up in every human mind, irrespective of race, certain basic associations of ideas. Together, the cards represent the journey through life we all take. The main tarot decks consist of 78 cards that represent a symbolic wheel of human life. The cards can roughly be divided into two parts, the so-called minor arcane and the major arcane. The 56 cards of the minor arcane talk about what is happening in our daily lives, the obstacles and challenges that we are facing, and the energies that are there to support and heal us. These cards are divided, like ordinary playing cards, into 4 suits: wands, cups, swords, and pentacles that represent the same 4 elements we also find in astrology: fire for imagination and ideas, air for the intellectual, the logical, earth for the material world, and water for our emotions and feelings. The other 22 cards, those of the major arcane, talk about the more major influences in life. These cards have special titles, which give hints of their meaning. For example, the Fool shows a new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune talks about abundance and luck. The Tower points at tearing down existing structures and beliefs, and Judgment is about rebirth and resurrection. These archetypal images give you information on a deeper level about questions or situations that you want to clarify. How to start? It goes without saying that the first step is getting your own deck of cards. That sounds easy, but is it really? If you start looking, you will immediately notice there are hundreds of tarot decks out there, and the drawings differ substantially. To make it even more complex, there is also a large choice of spiritual, angel, or animal cards available. These can be very helpful when you are dealing with emotional issues, but have nothing to do as such with tarot, and we will not go into them in this article. Sonia Choquette explains the large amount of available decks as follows. Because the universal forces of light want us to tap into our spiritual guidance as quickly as possible. Many intuitives and artists have been instructed to create modern and accessible versions of the ancient tarot system. Therefore, there are now many oracle decks available that are quite straightforward. Of course, you can use your intuition and see what attracts you. But it is good to know that some decks are very detailed and add all kinds of symbols, whilst others have changed the sequence of the cards of the numbers altogether. One deck is not better than the other one. It is just a matter of what speaks to you, of personal preference. If you are completely lost, it is good to know that one of the most well-known decks is the Rider-Waite Tarot. If you don't know which deck to choose, this is a good one to start with. The Rider-Waite is a standard deck, and the symbols and meanings are easy to learn. But regardless of the deck you choose, you will need to put some effort in it to get a general feeling of the pictures and their meaning. It takes work to learn how to use it. Luckily, there are many books available that talk about the meaning of the cards, and there is a lot of information available on the internet as well. But this doesn't have to stop us from beginning immediately. There is no need to know all the meanings by heart before you can start working with the cards. A common way to start is to use your intuition and see what the cards mean to you. Just think of a question and pick a card. Look at the card and see what your inner voice tells you about the specific meaning of this card in relation to your question. It can give you a lot of information. You can study the traditional meaning of the cards, but also feel or know through meditation what each and every card means to you. Through experience, the connection and meaning grows and develops. The easiest way is to shuffle the cards and pick a card at random. You can keep a certain question in mind and then take a card. See what the card tells you and how you can use that information to answer your question. You can also pick one card for the day and keep it on your desk. In the evening, you can analyze what the day has been about. Another simple way is to pick 3 cards at random. Pictures pointing down, choose by feeling. Then spread the cards on the table. Left, middle, right for past, present, and future. Focus on the cards and on what the images tell you. You will get a lot of information on your question as the cards show you how you have dealt with a situation in the past. Left image, how it is now going, middle image, and what is important to know for the future, right image. If you have gained a better understanding of the cards, there are many prescribed patterns you can follow, and they all have their own value. Just experiment and see what works for you. Taking the cards to the next level. If you are trained and gained a deeper understanding of the tarot, it is time to take it one step further. Sonia Choquette says the images on tarot cards are a tool for communication with your higher self, your inner voice. So we could actually say tarot readings are not at all about the images. 2 people receiving the same combination of cards would not necessarily have the same reading. So how does that work? Every person has an energetic field. That is where the information is coming from. The cards are merely a tool to tap into those subtle energies. since the images touch your unconscious mind and your higher self. The cards are helpful if you are running out of words, but the secret is you don't really need them. The cards are just a spiritual tool. One day, there may come a point where you leave the cards behind and divine inspiration takes over. To get to this point where you can easily tap into the universal power takes practice. The cards are a useful tool to help you get there. What does a good tarot reader have to offer? There are many different reasons for people to do a tarot reading. They want a better understanding of their past, bring light to a present situation, or see what the options are in a given situation. The cards can be used as a tool for spiritual growth, mental and physical healing, understanding relationships, or guidance in life. A good tarot reader will give you guidance and comfort as they show possible options that you may consider. A good tarot reader will not foretell the future. This is not possible because it would mean that you can only sit and wait passively for something to happen that you don't want to happen. This is also where most of the fear comes from, but it doesn't work that way. You have the final say. You always have control. What the cards will do, however, is show the most likely outcome if you keep doing what you are currently doing. A good tarot reader will show you this, but will present other options. Please remember that there is always more than one option. A good reading shows you what will work and what won't. It will show you how you can change the outcome of events by changing your behavior. In other words, the cards can stimulate you to take action, to take back control, and that is a really powerful gift. Even if you believe your future looks dark, a good reader will show you possibilities or new directions that are available to you, to which you might have been blind. As a result, fear diminishes, you feel more confident, and you get your power back. A good reading can have a great healing effect. Reading for yourself. Although it is absolutely possible to do a reading for yourself, it can be a bit difficult if you are working on emotional issues. Your ego will try to trick you, and you have to be honest to yourself. Sonia Choquette asks a good question. Are you looking for answers, or do you just want to hear what you want to hear? If you're seeking real guidance, the cards will work. If you're just looking for quick fixes of sympathy, they won't. Sometimes you don't see your own blind spots. That will make it harder to do an objective reading for yourself. But if you are alert to this, you can absolutely use the cards for yourself. To sum up, a good tarot reading will give you more insight in the dominant patterns in your life. It will show you possible outcomes of your actions, but also present other possibilities. Tarot cards do not foretell the future. Your future will change every time you make new choices for yourself. So don't ever let anyone tell you that something will go wrong for you and that there is no chance of improvement. That has nothing to do with tarot cards, but everything with the integrity of the reader. The cards themselves are all neutral, and as with everything in the spiritual realm, in the end, it is up to people. Reading cards can be a beautiful way of helping people if it is done in a respectful and loving way. Enjoy this ancient practice and let your subconscious guide you on your path.